And now, graduands, please rise for the entrance of the Lieutenant Governor of Manitoba, His Honor, the Honorable Philip Lee, and please remain standing after the procession for the playing of the Vice-Regal Salute. Now, please join Justin Odwak of the Marcel A. Deshotel Faculty of Music in the singing of O Canada, and remain standing for the traditional honor song and invocation.
Our home and native land. Blessed be our God, now and ever, and unto the ages of ages. We thank you, O Lord, for this joyous day and for the help and guidance in our past studies. We pray for the family, friends, and all who have supported and encouraged us during these years at the university. May the Lord grant each of us continued success, health, and fulfillment in the days and the years to come. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning and welcome to Convocation. I'm David Barnard, the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Manitoba. I'd like to welcome our platform guests, His Honor, the Honorable Philip Lee, Lieutenant Governor of Manitoba, and Her Honor, Mrs. Anita Lee, Chancellor Harvey Sector, Mrs. Patricia Bovey, Chair of the Board of Governors, Mr. Ovid Mercredi, Special Advisor to the President of the University of Manitoba, and as President of the University, to formally declare this session of Convocation to be open. We're meeting here in Treaty 1 territory on the traditional land of the Anishinaabe peoples and the homeland of the Métis Nation. This university and this city sit at the crossroads of the Anishinaabe, Métis, Cree, Dakota, and Oji-Cree nations. Convocation provides our entire community with the opportunity to celebrate one of the core functions of the university, the education of our province's next generation of global citizens and critical thinkers. For those of you graduating, our campuses have gone through some incredible changes, especially in recent years. And of course, this is a day of change for you as well. We hope that today marks the beginning of the best years of your lives, and that you feel confident, capable, and prepared because of what you've learned and experienced at the University of Manitoba. With the completion of your university degree, you join the ranks of people we've described as trailblazers, rebels, visionaries, innovators. They're drivers of social change, cultural, economic change. They're at the center of the communities they serve, whether those communities are here or halfway around the world. In fact, it's hard to find a Manitoba success story that doesn't have a University of Manitoba connection. Our people are often leading the progress in this province and are always part of the front line that's driving progress forward. And around the world, our graduates are also influential. In this past academic year, we celebrated alumni of this university winning a Nobel Peace Prize and an Olympic gold medal. Our graduates are ambassadors for this university and for this province. When they succeed with the support and the pride of an entire province behind them. And you begin today a new relationship with the University of Manitoba. I use the word relationship deliberately. It's a reciprocal connection, mutually benefiting those involved. Through your years at the university, each of you is prepared for the journey that begins today, and through your success, you'll contribute to and enhance the reputation of this university and of this province. Wherever you go, and from here you can go anywhere, you'll give meaning to words like trailblazer as you lead the way. You embody words like explorer as you discover new paths. You personify visionary as you see the world for what it could be and contribute to making it that. And wherever you go and whatever you do, we want you to stay connected to the University of Manitoba. You'll always be welcome here to connect with us and with each other, to pursue opportunities for lifelong learning. You might return to attend a football game or to share your views at one of our award-winning Visionary Conversations lecture series, or to mentor students in your former faculty. You might choose to share the story of where your education leads you so that we can share your story to inspire thousands of others who will come here seeking world-class education and an unrivaled student experience. No matter how our university's relationship with you changes, we look forward to that relationship continuing. So on behalf of everyone here and the university community, congratulations on your accomplishments and a new beginning. You're now alumni of the University of Manitoba, or will be soon as the Chancellor speaks the formal words. I'd also like to say a word or two to those of you who are here as guests, family and friends. Excuse me. Convocation is an important tradition. It's a formal part of what we do at the university, and we're dressed in unusual clothes, those on the floor and those of us on the platform, to recognize the formality of the occasion, to remind ourselves of the tradition of great institutions like this one for hundreds, thousands of years, and many students, ourselves in former years, those on the floor, who've taken part in ceremonies like this. But we don't want the formality of the occasion and the formality of the clothes that we're wearing to suggest some kind of distance. It's also intended to be a celebration, and a celebration for families. And we all know that each one of you really came because of one person who's graduating, and you're proud of that person, you love that person, and you're here to celebrate with them. There will be a relatively brief moment when each person is brought to the platform, named, presented with a certificate, and the moment passes fairly quickly. So I'm going to suggest that you think about how you want to recognize the person that you came with. Some people like to clap, some people like to be a little more vigorous, and we welcome almost any response. I do like to suggest that your enthusiasm should be at a level to show how much you approve and not to suggest that you're surprised by what happened. But we're here to celebrate. Thank you for coming.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, honored guests, faculty, graduates, good morning. I am Patricia Bovey, Chair of the Board of Governors, and I am honored to be reading this citation today. The highest honor the Senate of a university can confer on an individual is an honorary doctorate. At the University of Manitoba, the criteria include distinguished achievement in scholarship, the arts, or public service. Our honorary graduate this morning is Robert Houle. Robert Houle is an artist, curator, critic, and educator who has played a significant role in shaping Indigenous art history. Exhibited nationally and internationally, his art is a force that compels and disarms. And through it, he opens a direct dialogue on the toughest issues in Canada's history and contemporary society. The University of Manitoba is proud to honor such a bold and fearlessly creative mind. Mr. Houle is the oldest sibling in a large and supportive family, and he embodies the joy and responsibility that comes from leading with strength, courage, and love. He has freely shared his immense talents, found ways to collectively overcome challenges, and has honored his Anishinaabe Saulteaux culture. Across 4 decades, in a formidable career, he has brought together these same abilities to create a collective, broader awareness that challenges assumptions and breaks down barriers. In Mr. Houle's own words, and I quote, "Art has a capacity to lift people's spirits. Culture is an essential ingredient to any improvement in social and economic conditions. For that reason, the special status of Native people must be acknowledged and protected not only in a constitutional, but also in a cultural context." End quote. Mr. Houle is a member of Sandy Bay First Nation, Manitoba. He graduated from the University of Manitoba with a Bachelor of Arts in Art History in 1972. and in the same year studied painting and drawing at the International Summer Academy of Fine Arts in Salzburg, Austria. He then went on to earn a Bachelor of Education in Art Education from McGill University in 1975. It didn't take long for his vision and talent to be recognized. And shortly after graduating, Mr. Houle became the first curator of contemporary Indian art at the Canadian Museum of Civilization in Ottawa. During his tenure, he was a strong voice in opposition of relegating contemporary Indigenous art to anthropological artifacts, and he was proactive in having them understood as living pieces of work. As a curator, he has had an extraordinary impact in bringing together groundbreaking exhibitions, such as New Work by a New Generation at the World Assembly of First Nations in Regina in 1982, and Land, Spirit, Power, First Nations at the National Gallery of Canada in 1992. Drawing on Western and Aboriginal artistic traditions, Mr. Houle's work is a testament to the survival and strength of Indigenous peoples. Moving past the destructive effects of colonization, he opens a path where Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people can form a new relationship together. Most recently, Robert Houle's work examined his own residential school experiences. This body of significant work is now in the collection of the University of Manitoba School of Art, and its importance was recognized in the receipt of the 2013 York Wilson Award of the Canada Council for the Arts. The exhibition of this important and personal body of work, presented last fall by the U of M School of Art Gallery, was designated by Canadian Art Magazine as one of the most 3 important exhibitions to be held in Canada in 2013. Mr. Houle is the recipient of several awards that recognize his immense contributions to the development and advancement of contemporary Indigenous art in Canada. He received the Janet Braid Memorial Award for Excellence in Canadian Art History in 1993, and the 2001 Toronto Arts Award for Visual Arts. He was awarding the Eiteljorg Fellowship in 2003, membership in the Royal Canadian Academy, and the 2006 Canada Council International Residency Program for the Visual Arts in Paris. In 2004, he was recognized with a Distinguished Alumnus Award from the University of Manitoba. Mr. Houle has shared his knowledge and experiences through the publication of many critical essays on contemporary First Nations art, and as Professor of Native Studies and Indigenous Abstraction at the Ontario College of Art and Design University for over 15 years. He continues to do so through extensive volunteer work, serving on the boards of many prominent organizations. Robert Houle is truly a trailblazer and a challenging leader, forging a path for future generations of his family, his community, and this country. He exemplifies strength and hope in building a better Canada. Mr. Chancellor, it is an honor for me to ask on behalf of the Senate of the University of Manitoba that you confer on Robert Houle the degree of Doctors of Letters, honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Houle.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, honored guests, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. Thank you for those kind words, Pat. Thank you very much. It is deeply humbling that my alma mater has deemed me worthy of an honoris causa. I owe debt of gratitude to Paul Hess, Mary Reed, and David Barnett in particular, and to the University of Manitoba for nurturing my career as an artist and as a writer. As an Anishinaabe, coming from Sandy Bay First Nation, a community that has faced systemic inequality, it is essential for me to acknowledge the profound influence of my family and my reserve in preserving and sustaining my language and culture. More importantly, despite the fact that they had limited means, my parents, my late parents, Gladys and Solomon, valued education. They saw it as an opportunity for equality. They instilled and encouraged a respect for learning in my brothers and sisters and I, and this has been passed on to their children and grandchildren. Our parents made a commitment to ensure that their children would have the prospect of having a better life. It is a privilege to address those of you graduating today. The education that you have received is a gift that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. University life and graduation is a transformative experience. Be fearless. Have faith in your abilities. Have the courage to defend and realize your dreams. Do not be afraid of change. Become involved. Social activism is a manifestation of being honest and humble with others and with yourself. I would like to leave you all with a new, or perhaps a different epistemology, which I hope will help you to make decisions and guide you in your future endeavors. The traditional Anishinaabe concepts of respect and sharing that form the foundation of our way of life are built around 7 sacred teachings, gifts from the grandfathers. Each grandfather is characterized by an animal, and each teaching honors one of the basic virtues fundamental to a full and healthy life, and emphasizes that all actions and decisions that we make each day are interconnected. You have the eagle, love. You have the buffalo, respect. You have the bear, courage. You have the wolf, humility. You have the turtle, truth. The beaver, wisdom. And you have Misabe, a transforming giant of the woodlands, honesty. Honesty embodies all of the other gifts, because to be honest is to know the truth, to have courage, to show respect and love. And through honesty, one attains and appreciates wisdom and humility. Thank you very much for listening. I wish you a lot of success.
We now turn our attention to the academic achievements of our graduating students. Before proceeding with the conferral of degrees, we would like to recognize students who have achieved the highest standing of their class. For achieving the highest standing in the School of Art, Amity Bradbury is awarded the University Gold Medal. She received a diploma in graphic design from Red River College in Winnipeg before studying at the University of Manitoba. One of Amity's most memorable experiences at the U of M is a field trip to Minneapolis that allowed her to experience many of the artworks that she studied. Outside of schoolwork, her interests range from drawing and painting to curling. For achieving the highest standing in the Faculty of Engineering, Christopher Danowski and Kevin Sagan are awarded the University Gold Medal. Christopher attended Mennonite Brethren Collegiate Institute. He has conducted research for 3 consecutive summers as part of the NSERC Undergraduate Student Research Award and is an active member of the Polish Folk Dance Ensemble. Kevin Sagan graduated from St. Paul's High School. While at U of M, he studied dam safety in northern Manitoba, constructed a sandbag testing facility to fight floods in Manitoba, and completed summer co-op positions with Manitoba Hydro. In the summer of 2012, Kevin received an undergraduate research award. For achieving the highest standing in the Faculty of Human Ecology, Kayla Whitehurst is awarded the University Gold Medal. She attended Transcona Collegiate Institute. Kayla worked as a summer student studying the impact of flaxseed on health, as well as basic metabolomics techniques. Outside of university life, Kayla helps seniors by volunteering at Concordia Hospital. A complete list of the winners of medals and prizes is shown in your program, commencing on page 159, and I invite you to read this list at your leisure. I now invite Chancellor Harvey Sector to address convocation.
Thank you. One of the special privileges according to a Chancellor is the opportunity to participate in convocation. It's an honor to be here today to join you, the graduates, your family and friends, in celebrating the completion of your current programs. Sincere congratulations to all of those who are receiving awards and prizes for their individual accomplishments, and in particular to Dr. Richard Houle on his well-deserved honorary degree. Convocations are a time when we recognize not only the accomplishments of our graduates, but the significant contributions that many of our students, faculty, alumni, and others associated with the university have made to the cultural, social, and economic well-being of the people of Manitoba, Canada, and the world. We look to honor both those who are alumni of the university, as well as those who are not. Richard Houle is an alumnus whose contributions to the development of contemporary Indigenous art, both as an artist and curator, have had a major impact on the province and the country. During his comments, he talked about the importance of realizing dreams. In a book called Lessons from the Game of Life, Bob Welch wrote that realizing dreams are all about partnerships. They require a dreamer and a dream maker, someone with the vision to go someplace and someone willing to help the person get there. Dr. Houle is a classic example of someone who is both a dreamer and a dream maker. As with many of our honorees, he has not only enjoyed much success in his own professional career, but along the way has made significant contributions to creating opportunities for others. As you begin the next chapters in your lives, I encourage you to keep in mind the example of Dr. Houle and the important role that having high aspirations can have, not only for our own individual lives, but for those of others. Keep in mind the words of Nelson Mandela, who said, "There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you're capable of living." We all hope that as you reflect back on your time here at the University of Manitoba, you'll feel that while you were here, you moved just a little further along that path to becoming all that you were meant to be. Congratulations to all of you. Best wishes for professional careers and personal lives that are filled with both much success and satisfaction. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, I now have the honor to request on behalf of the University Senate that you confer upon the candidates the degrees, diplomas, and certificates earned by them, as these shall later be announced. Will those who are to receive degrees, diplomas, and certificates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are severally entitled, with all of the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. I also admit in absentia those who've completed the requirements for these degrees, but who are not today able to be present. Please proceed.
Will those graduates in the front row please remain standing, and the others please resume your seats. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidate whom you have admitted to the degree of Master of Engineering, with Dean J. During presenting the parchments and Dean Jonathan Beddoes of the Faculty of Engineering hooding the graduate. Mohammad Tisnobeik. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Master of Social Work, with Dean Jim Mulvale of the Faculty of Social Work hooding the graduates. Cheryl Ann Croxon. Tanya Marie Dubois. John Michael Harrison Edwards. Darnell Torman Foro. Trisha May Fox. Bridget Ann Kazera. Melanie Lynn Schellenberg-Muehling. Lynette Joy Nickel. Ella Partika. April Ray Michelle Yutzi Cool. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts honors, with Director Paul Hess of the School of Art presenting the parchments. Francesca Carella Arfinengo. Alicia Colson. Nicole Diane Marie Deshotel. Jessica Ann Evans, recipient of the Program Medal, Fine Arts Studio. Honors. Scott Austin Ford. Oliver Rich Gahes. Karen Louise Hannon. Brittany Marie Hoppensack. Allison Kathleen May James. Samantha Stavsky Jarmaz. Cody Casimir. Kira Jelaine Coop. Scott David LaRue. Alana Kiersey McDougall. Sean Davidson McLaughlin. Nancy Trung Nguyen. Leah Ray Novak. Nicolette Newton. Kendra Odette Okrusco. Anasia Catherine Persowich. John Henry Peters. Alicia Sandhu. Alexis Dawn Schmidt. Lisa Michelle Spears. Rebecca Marie Toderin. Edmund Napier Strong. And that was the candidate for the Bachelor of Fine Arts Honors Art History. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts? Sarah May Cabrera. Adrian Joseph Pineda Dizon. Serge Nikolai Gumanyuk. Erica Jean Hannison. Vanessa Michelle Joaquim. Alexis Marie Kern. Erin Suzanne Cozier. Yang Liu. Yu Jin Song. Olga Yefimko. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts, Honors, nope, just Art History. Amity Alexandra Bradbury. Kimberly Marie Leah Delorme. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Biosystems, with Dean Jonathan Beddoes of the Faculty of Engineering presenting the parchments. Ingrid Ann Barragar. Michelle Sarah Bertholet. Megan Rose Coates. Patricia Roselle Josanna Fabros. Kristen Nicole Friedenberg. John Patrick Grogan. Nelson Ronald Howe. Brian Robin Juan. Alexander George Jungber Wishart. Grace Kankindi. Catrice Elizabeth Kasmerick. Natalia Frances Kleben. Jason Ho-Fi Lam. Myra Lee McKee. Stephen Edward Murray. Daniel Costa Nenadov. Amélie Geneviève Perrault. Japandeep Singh Sethi, Faculty of Engineering Medal in Biosystems Engineering. Emil Peter Sosnovsky. Vanessa Jane Stewart. Julia Rose Vong. Tabitha Rose Wasilick. George Kwok Chu Young. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Civil. Kevin Andrew Barlishan Sagan. Nathan Philip Shane Boonders. David Thomas Duncan. Rayburn France. Kyle William Corey Hamilton. Christian William Hewitt. Marcelo Hebert. Yu Cheng Hu. Reinhard Johannes Jansen van Rensburg. Amanda Cecilia Kaufman. Timothy James Kloss. Craig Francis Kwiatkowski. Michael Brian Liseco. Jacqueline Ray McLennan. Maureen Medrano Magnaye. Andrew Ryan Meads. Janelle Marie Norberg. Tyler Brian Phillips. Sean Regier. Justin James Sy. Danielle Magda Salem. Paul Lowen Sawatsky. Serhiy Suchkov. Ryan Donald Tapp. Eric Cole Thiessen. Zijian Wang. Natasha Catherine Wolke. Stephen Keith Wood. Junhui Wu. Zhejiang Che. Kai-Kyung Zhu. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Computer. Valerie Elizabeth Bainan. Shuo Dong. Curtis Philip Joseph Einerson. Stephanie Marie English. Trent Wesley Erskine. Sean Michael Coop, Faculty of Engineering Medal in Computer Engineering. Tik Wai Poon. Sean Dominic Peter Rohringer. Paul Jacob Francis White. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Electrical. Christopher Joseph Danowski. Jonathan F. Benjamin Jason Jeremy Barrell. Christopher Sean Baudouin. Matthew John Barodi. Trevor John Brown. Lawrence Davidson Chu. Rena Deer. Shan Ryan Collicutt Dixon. Melanie Marie Dick. Rebecca Swarnareka Golay. Bernard Gerard Joseph Grégoire. Tyler James Hampton. Christian Maurice Jeggs. KK Jin. Bailey Daniela Lavalley. Wei Li. Mengchen Liu. Cameron Andrew McGregor. Nyasha Colis Machoko. Brennan Locklear McDonald Martin. Chaithunya Narendra. Kyle John Nemes. Damilala Fatima Adunsi. Michael Dennis Joseph Partika. Valeria Pevtsov. Rima Rufus Prathipati. Chantal Aline Reyes. Allison Patricia Smith. Ian Terrence Swintack. Jared Christopher Tarr. Tyler Matthew Tida. Jiajing Wang. Meng Wang. Cameron William Witten. Bo Adam Woods. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Mechanical. Caroline Christine Allard. Shayo Aruwo Shegbe. Avi Bal. Stefan Nicholas Balco. Alex Donald Bartel. Deepesh Valji Budya. Jessica Mary Biggs. Carolyn Ann Blonsky. Gennady Borisov. Glenn William Bust. Christopher John Zovi. Sean David Boyd Campbell. Chur Yang Chan. Kok Yao Chan. Samuel Edouard Doté. Christian Louis Charles Fay. Christopher Ryan Giesen. Jared Alexander Halpin. Jordan Ashley Rose Hanaway. Robbie Ali Harb. Isa Olusegun Haruna. Jerry Michael Henderson. Eric Arthur Robert Hornby. Garth Tristan Irvine. Bennett Havate. Conrad Daniel Kalida. Lynn Kincaid. Christopher George Clausen. Matthew Daniel Lagunera. Yao Ying Liang. Stefano Lisi. Hao Liu. Jashanpreet Kaur Lobana. Heather Lynn McCrae. Michael Alexander Neufeld. Ruel Daniel Newman. Kong Huyen. Justin Michael Harry Phil. Ketan Rabadia. Justin Michael Reimer. David Michael Rail. Derek Richard Schmidtke. Simon Paul Schultz. Andrew Edward Smith. Greg Mitchell Struber. Ryan Patterson Thompson. Michaeli Biafra. Ye King Wang. Tyler Vaughn Wettel. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the post-baccalaureate diploma in engineering? Maylord Baldos Di Maano. Nani Agustin Generoso. Rupinder Guman. Frank Joseph Saratan Kasala. Alexei Uklain. Gladys Mondejar Paciente. Gustavo Adolfo Strange. Hanok Tedla. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Health Sciences with Acting Dean Harvey Frankel of the Faculty of Human Ecology presenting the parchments. Bal Achech Bal Agu. Recipient of the Human Ecology Medal, Health Sciences, Jonathan Michael Fisher. Kelsey Lilia Mann. Mosho Pefebula. Moron Keji. Ada Jane Okokonko. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidate whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Health Studies. Jessica Malik. Mercy John Ogonda. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Human Ecology, Family Social Sciences. Brittany Amber Bator. Pamela Laura Colpitz. Elise Beth Cook. Holly Ida Donahoe. Jonathan Brendan Dunn. Roxanne Vanessa Janido. Samantha Marie Gruel. Jennifer Lindsay Kafka. Kayla Cron. Natalie Jeanette Lagacy. Eliza Bess Lerner. Renita Matura. Angela Jane Maxwell. Jessica Ann Kelly McCarthy. Amber Paulson. Leah Colette Perron. Erasha Dolgar Ratnarake. Angela Patricia Reyna Duran. Elizabeth Marie Shuchuk, recipient of the Faculty of Human Ecology Medal, Family Social Sciences. Brittany Anna Truman. Matthew George Walter Yusenko. Lauren Elisa Marie Vanderberg. Danielle Heather Wozni. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidate whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Human Ecology, General Human Ecology. Sabrina Cara DeMarco. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Textile Sciences. Angelica Grace Calbaquinto. Janelle Madeline Lessard. Samantha Rose Schreimer. Megan Vanstone. Gabriella Elise Van Stralen. Kayla Jinke Wan. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Human Nutritional Sciences. Kayla Paige Whitehurst. Megan Renee Abbs. Amberly Irene Anderson. Samina Ahmed. Elahe Askari. Allison Hope Austman. Christine Marie Boyd. Karen Joyce Cueto. Brittany DeRosier. Recipient of the Faculty of Human Ecology Medal, Human Nutritional Sciences, Kayla Leanne Farquhar. Melissa Elena Jeanette Gabbs. Danielle Gundayo. Stephanie Olivia Hadi. Elizabeth Christine Harms. Nicole Stephanie James. Julie Barra Johnson. Caroline Christina Kukielka. Kayla Dawn Marie Kynock. My apologies. Michelle Leaf. Amanda Deborah Ann Lee. Jing Ma. Allison Joy Makowski. Caitlin Dawn McKay. Madeline Mary Catherine Morrish. Alyssa Dawn Neal. Mark Andrew Pinder. Lauren Cheryl Gail Rossong. Iska Nicole Spillett. Chandra Ray Stadnick. Michelle Leanne Stevens. Kayla Mary Tabashniak. Jane Vo. Janelle Louise Watton. Tracy Leanne Zacharias. Chao Wen Zhang. Ruyin Zhou. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Social Work, with Dean Jim Mulvale of the Faculty of Social Work presenting the parchments. Karen Denise Alexander. Douglas Sean Allen. Adrienne Assessor. Rayanne Bisson. Amanda Boxshall. Mimi Shaman Brown. Bonnie Clear Sky Wabash. Joanne Close. Lara Coppola. And Antonina Durzo. Terry Lee Delorme. Therese Marie Demery. Tina Bianca DeFranzo. Elizabeth Alves Fernandez. Angela Lise Fournier. Heidi Jolene Friesen. Hazel Fulgencio. Suzanne Gersheimer. Ariel Cecile Humphreys Godbout. Kelly Dawn Gosfeld. Monica Granyuk. Jonna Patience Hardy. Jessica Marie Harper. Thank you. Lori Dawn Hewitt. Brittany Alicia Hoy Singh. Sheena Dawn Kardashinsky. Holly Larson. Jill Carolyn Laspa. Samuel Thomas George Lavalley. Thank you. Sean Nadine Malcolm. Nguyen Laong Manivong. Margaret Rose Marin. Stephen Joel Martins. Kirsten Lee Harrison McDonald. Kyra Amber Lee Noble. Amanda Deneen Fridfinson Oakley. Nicole Lauren O'Leary. Derek Peter Pang. Roxanne Raquel Papase. Jessica Lynn Parisian. Kaylee Amelia Pasternak. Shannon Lee Pelletier. Claudette Irene Marie Reed. Natasha Angelina Rossell. Amy Elizabeth Sanderson. Timothy Sandrin. Gregory Derek John Sawatsky. Daniel Kenneth Allen Scott. Ogai Sherzoy. Honora Takana Silva. Haley Elizabeth Thomas. Marquis West Towers. Kimberly Dana Trudeau. Diana Lorraine Wheeler. Serena Wilson. Sarah Wolf. Teresa Ellen Wright. Michelle Leslie Young. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidate whom you have admitted to the Aboriginal Community Wellness Diploma with Acting Dean Kathleen Mateus of the Division of Extended Education presenting the parchment. Glynis Wilson.
Good morning, Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, Dr. Houle, distinguished guests, and new graduates. Congratulations on your accomplishments. You have earned a degree from Western Canada's oldest university, one backed by a tradition of excellence that stretches back over 137 years. I hope this fills you all with great pride and confidence. You now follow in the footsteps of alumni like myself, a Faculty of Engineering graduate, who have given the world a wealth of knowledge and hope in diverse endeavors. But beyond the professional benchmarks set by those who preceded you in this educational journey, alumni from the University of Manitoba have, and continue to be, some of our community's most valued leaders. As you develop your confidence and expertise as professionals, I hope you never lose sight of the invaluable contribution you can make each and every day to the greater communities you serve. Be involved, be engaged with your alma mater, your professional organizations, and at a grassroots level. This year, you have helped the University of Manitoba reach a significant milestone. We have now graduated more than 200,000 students since 1877. Within that membership, we find no shortage of world-class innovators and leaders, and I encourage that you all aspire to nothing less. Alumni embody both the knowledge learned and the values upheld at the University of Manitoba. They are, you are, the university's finest ambassadors. As you pursue the next phase of your education or career, be mindful of that fact. Because this community we share only gets stronger when we pursue opportunities that deepen our connections to one another and to the communities where we work, live, and learn. Congratulations once again on your graduation.
The Canadian poet and philosopher Jan Zwicky has said this: "The wise, so the picture goes, understand things. They see how it is with us, and they see how it might be different. Their compassion is genuine, but not highly demonstrative, and can manifest itself in odd ways. The wise are good at letting go." I think that often wisdom is situated in knowing when to let go and when to hang on, what we should preserve and what we should change. And I think the wish that we all have for you who have graduated today, all of us at the university, and I'm sure your friends and family who are here, wish for you wisdom, not just the accumulation of knowledge here at the University of Manitoba, but wisdom to know what to do and when to do it, to make our collective experience as members of this community and the world a better one. We're very proud of you at the University of Manitoba. We're very proud of what you've accomplished, and we're proud to see you graduating today. But what we really look for is what you will do when you leave here with your careers and with your lives in the communities where you situate yourselves. Thank you for being part of our experience together, and we hope that you'll remain connected to the university in the years to come. I'm now going to declare convocation in recess until this afternoon, when many of us will meet again with a different set of graduates. I'll ask members of the audience please to remain in your seats until the academic procession has left the hall, but then follow the procession out to the reception on the pedway just to the right from the main entrance as you leave the Max Bell Fieldhouse. And now declare convocation to be in recess.